All right, y'all. Welcome to another. What should we call this? Divine download. Insightful information. I like creating names like that. I'm gonna come up with a cute name that we can call this hub because it's gonna have definitions and the fundamental meaning of a lot of things that we're going to be building on. Please excuse me for scratching my nose so much. I'm activating my throat chakra. And when your throat chakra is fully activated, it can cause your nose to literally vibrate. So every time I talk, my nose is literally vibrating like crazy, y'all. It's just like zzz, like you would think it was like something flying in my nose. But so excuse me and my tickling, but the vibration and the frequency that I'm emitting as I talk about this is so strong because I'm so excited, I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful that it is heightening my throat chakra, opening it up more. It's getting more energy and flow through it, which is causing my nose to vibrate, to tickle, to itch. So bear with you, girl. So now that we know about energy and the chakra system and the energy bodies. So a little information on energy bodies. When I say that, I'm really talking about the layers that create the auric field. So I know you see this picture, but in more grand detail, it's layers to this shit. Okay, it's layers of the auric field, and those layers are our mental body, our spiritual body, our etheric body, it's layers. Okay, I don't know all of them, but we have a physical body, we have a mental, we have an emotional, we have a spiritual, we have an etheric. Okay, so it's layers to our auric field. And so with that being said, everything is connected. Everything is energy and everything is connected. Okay, so we're going to get more into energy flow and how we can really navigate this new conversation that we're now having within our own being as we are doing our healing and growing and expanding. Okay, so let's get into energy flow in the nervous system. I'm going to read from my cards. Yeah, so how exactly does energy flow? Our central nervous system controls most functions of the body and mind, and it is composed of our brain, our spinal cord, with the latter serving as a conduit for signals between the brain and the rest of the body. So our central nervous system is our brain and our spinal cord. And the latter, and I feel like the latter is like the energy, what's unseen, or the elixir, the bones, as well as the quite literal prana, life force, energetic mixture, serves as the conduit for signals between the brain and the rest of our body. So our cells is part of that conduit, our blood, our breath. Okay, all of these are a mixture, or I guess you can say it's considered like a pathway. A conduit means it is literally the medium in which information passes through from one point to the next point. So how our brain sends signals to the rest of our body is through our spinal cord. And as you can see, our 7 chakras are going straight up our spinal cord from the root to the crown. Okay, so excuse me, y'all. This is how energy is flowing and where it's being communicated from the brain through the entire body. All right, so using our chakra system of self-care teaches us that the energy flows along the spine and shows us the powerful connection between our mind and body and the important role the mind plays in our physical health. Kind of just said that. So Sushumna, which is sacred in Sanskrit for the central nadi. So what I was just talking about, that conduit, is actually the river. It's actually a nadi. So it's a nadi One of the main nadis, the main nadi, the central nadi, which is going through the center of our body from the root of our spine to the crown of our head. This is literally called the sushumna, which is the main central nadi, the dominant river and conduit of energy that flows through the body, running through the spinal cord and of the 7 chakras to the brain. The word comes from sukha, which is joyful, and mana, which is mind. For example, a joyful mind is a reflection of a clear and balanced body and chakra system flow. So when you meet joyful people or people that exist on a high vibration, that embody a level of creativity, childlike consciousness, awareness, and joy, that joyful mind is a reflection of a clear and balanced and open chakra alignment and system where prana is easily flowing from the spine to the crown to the brain, creating a beautiful harmony and symphony for the entire auric field and the entire body. This is amazing stuff, right? I know. So our mind activates something within our nervous system called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is essential to maintain balance and harmony, as well as another part of our nervous system, which is called our sympathetic nervous system, which commands the fight or flight stimulant response, okay? So our central nervous system is comprised of 2 other systems known as the parasympathetic, which is when we are maintaining a state of balance and harmony, and the sympathetic, when we are in fight or flight, stimulus, overstimulated. And that is, these are both stimulus responses, right? One we love, one we cannot operate within. And I bet you can guess which one. So the parasympathetic nervous system is deeply connected to the chakra system, as it lies within the energetic points in the body that correlate to the chakras. So our bodies are complex operating systems, but they have a simple objective: to maintain homeostasis, which is a balanced internal state that allows for optimum functioning, okay? That's what although we're complex beings and our bodies are complex, the main objective is to maintain homeostasis, which is balanced internal state that allows for optimum functioning. We want to be having optimum functioning, okay? So as human beings on this earth, honey, we all know naturally we're going to experience energy blocks, stagnation, and imbalance. It's just an unavoidable part of life, okay? So since everything has energy, and everything and anything can influence our energy positively or negatively, our emotions, which is energy in motion, and our thoughts are both energy. So what we think and feel has a huge influence on our energy bodies as well as our physical bodies, okay? So blocks and stagnation. When we are experiencing energy blocks and or stagnation, feeling stuck, a block as well as something that is considered a stagnation is anxiety and depression. Anxiety and depression are both stimulus responses to the present moment, right? I identify and define anxiety as living too far ahead in the future, and I identify and define depression as living and being stuck in the past, right? These are two both stimulus responses that within our central nervous system. As you can see, both of those are more connected to the what? Sympathetic nervous system, because they will have us existing in fight or flight response, trying to fly away from the moment or fight the moment. And there's other stimulus responses that are very popular, which we will talk more about, known as fawn and freeze, okay? No. I'm sorry, y'all. Got to get my cat down from here. Oh. Excuse me. So these when it comes to blocks and stagnation, when we have negative energy or we have repressed emotions or harmful thoughts and beliefs and memories, these have an effect on our energy bodies and physical body. All right, like my root chakra that y'all can see in this photo, how you can see that my lower 3 chakras were imbalanced at this time in 2021. I was going through a lot. Okay, I was not the person that you see today. Confidence wise, being secure in my body, being comfortable with my sensuality, absolutely not. Which is why, as you can see, my lower 3 energy centers were literally imbalanced and shot out. My most active energy centers, which I didn't talk about, was my third eye and my crown and my heart. Okay, so I was actually experiencing more flight and freeze. All right, I was not really existing or grounded in my physical body or being. I was more spiritually I had flew away. I was more out of my body, and although deeply connected to my intuition and my spiritual mind, I needed to be here, safely here and happily in my being. So I can tell you, even from this photo, even though you see a lot of creativity and healing and prosperity, I was really navigating through anxiety. I was really navigating through depression. My nervous system was giving more sympathetic, because as you can see, the main 3 chakras right here were already imbalanced. So flight, fight, freeze, and fawn was 9 times out of 10 the reaction I would have to my environment. So therefore, I was emotionally, my energy, emotion, I was emotionally sending signals to the universe that I was not safe and that I did not want to be where I was and that I did not trust myself or where I was at the time. Even though this is a beautiful aura, I'm giving you more details based off of the information that we just got. So I, in this moment, was experiencing still a negative imbalance within my chakra system. I was not optimally functioning. I was more connected to my heart space and my higher chakras and very disconnected to my environment because I did not feel safe in my environment. So, and the source of this, now this probably could have less to do where I was physically at and more to do with more deep internal work that I hadn't come across, which is the fact that our root chakra literally holds our entire childhood as well as a lot of intergenerational trauma. Okay, so the things that our mothers and our fathers, their fears, their limitations, their beliefs, all sit in our root chakra too. So until I unlearned and did more healing work, a lot of the things that I was feeling within my being that had created beliefs that I was continuously thinking within my mind and my brain, sending throughout my entire energy system, came from them. My own past experiences, my own childhood experiences, my own failed relationships, my own lack of confidence in myself, all set in my root chakra, okay? So, again, blocks and stagnation can be originated from childhood trauma, psychological trauma, inherited trauma, fears from parents, and, of course, major life events. So, in turn, our physical health is now plagued with illnesses and dis-ease. While modern medicine is essential, it often fails to deal with the root cause of sickness. Okay, and I love my note cards, but I kind of just be saying everything I need to say, but this keeps me on track, y'all. So in order to be in a truly balanced state of health, we need to remove energetic and emotional toxins, and that's why chakra self-care is so vital and important, and why we will be spending time really regulating our nervous system. So you may wonder how Sway, you ain't got the answer, Sway. I just sit here and told you about how if your root chakra's blown out, it's your problems, your mom and your dad issues, your beliefs. It's so deep and it's so heavy and requires all this shadow work, which we'll get into later on. But I bet you wondering, like, oh my gosh, if everything is energy and this is our energy bodies, and I know the emotions and the things that I believe and how I think and what I eat and what I choose to believe about myself and about this world, they're so deeply ingrained in me. My identity, who I thought I was or who I am, is so deeply tethered and connected to these chakras. Now that I know this, oh my goodness, it's great that I have the awareness. But how do we heal this? How do we release ourselves of these emotional toxins and remove all these energetic blockages and stagnation, right? And to be honest, it's layers to it, but that's why XO was created. And we have community, we have the techniques, we have the classes, we have the meditations. This is the remedy is actually this portal. And I kid you not, I told y'all in the beginning, this, or maybe I said in the last video, this is one of the main reasons why, if not the main reason why, I created the XO studio. We know X's and O's, y'all. Oh my God. We know X's and O's to be symbolizing hugs and kisses, love, and of course the love below. And when I say the love below, it reminded me of the Outkast album, which is phenomenal work, but also it is the love below the surface that is deeper than rap, that is unconditional, in the state in which you need to be in to really be committed to this type of healing in life's work. So 3 snaps in a motherfucking circle, because your girl is very intentional. Okay, so the answer is that it is easier, doable, and a lot more fun than you may think. And I needed a me, so I created a space for everyone else that potentially needed a me to do this type of work, and to do it from someone that they can see themselves in, that speaks their language, and that can champion them and create very integral, intimate, and intentional medicinal medicine. It comes in all forms. This is medicine, this is soul food, this is energy care, this is soul care, right? To help heal and navigate exactly this, because it's the anxieties and the depressions and the traumas and the beliefs and the negative self-talk that throw us completely out of whack on a mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional level. Yeah, I get so passionate, I get so tongue-tied so fast. I have to slow down, but I'm excited and I love it here. Okay, so forgive me. And so yeah. How, Sway? You want to know how? The XO studio. I actually already said it, but I wrote it down. And so, yeah. I have to read it, y'all. Let me read it as it's written, because I think it'll drive it home a little bit further. So let's just rewind. So, in order to be in a truly balanced state of health, we need to remove energetic and emotional toxins. And you may wonder how. How, Sway? You ain't got the answer, Sway. And the answer is that it is easier, doable, and more fun than you may think. And the XO Studio, aka the Love Below, exists as a budding manifestation and answer to many prayers by those who seek guidance, community, simple routines, and rituals for effective ways to regulate and maintain a healthy, optimum energy flow. Ting! So listen, y'all, I wrote it down just like this. Listen, I know just as well as you do that daily life often throws energetic curveballs. So we simply need to counter them with routines, rituals, breath work, meditations, yoga, like-mindedness, like-heartedness within our community, and all the things that either serve as preventative measures to preserve our energy, or counteract these disruptors to bring us back to a state of wholeness, regulation, and energetic equilibrium. And I am honored to lead, guide, grow, and experience this alongside you and with you right here. In our loving, wild, raw, comforting, compassionate, healing, and liberating Exo Studio, aka The Love Below. So yes, there's some divine insight in regards to energy flow, the nervous system regulation, and how, as you can see, our mind-body connection literally dictates how we vibrate and connect to the God within us, and how we choose to operate as a main character, star player, star seed, divine being in this space-time reality. So there's so much more to come stemming from here. Ooh, confirmation verbs. Good God. Thank you. Excuse me, y'all. Told you it's a little raw and a little wild. All right. I love you, and I hope you gain information from this. And if you love this post, please let me know in the comments. Please talk to me. Please let me know how you're feeling as you get this information, as you log into your portal and you see this. Whether you comment within Patreon or on the YouTube video link itself, I'm all for it. Talk to me, I talk back. Listen, I'm your sister, your homie, your friend, your guide, your healer, your yogi. It's nothing but love all up in here. So yes, thank y'all so much. There's so much more to come, and I hope you enjoy our chakra series that will be uploading as soon as next month, because your girl is busy. All right, bye.